So the snow is pretty much, we still have some on the ground, but everything inside the fly pan and all is all melted, but it's still like falling off from the roof. So, you know, they're still trying to munch on it. A few people have asked me about the different colors of homers I keep, rollers. So yesterday, sorry, I didn't have much light in here because of the fact all the snow was covering this net. So we're gonna go over some colors today. So start with this guy over here as a frill stencil cockpot over there, Homer. Go one down. We have a red frill stencil Homer hen. It's a nice young hen that I raised this year. And this is a pair of opal, dominant opal homers as a breeding pair. Over there is a classical almond roller. We got a black saddle homer. This is a faded homer cockpot. This is a indigo. The color is hard to find. It's hard to see. It's an indigo ball head roller. That is a blue chick or dark black chick carrying bronze roller. Gonna go over here. The yellow over there is what you call a deroy. Came out of the almond and kite mating. Yellow homer over here is the deroy hen over there. She just flew off. This one is a little bit more complicated thing. It's actually a dominant opal. I would say it's a dominant opal with dilute. Dominant opal dilute. There's a dominant opal dilute homer over there. Again, here's a faded cockbird homer. Goes well with the milky family, the faded. And look. This bird over here, you think it looks like a dominant opal, but it's actually a Lebanon and it's a toy stencil one. A toy stencil one hand over there. And zoom in a little bit. Okay, that might be much better. Look, that is a Andalusian roller cockbird. Zooming might help. So yeah, here we go. That is a toy stencil one Lebanon hen. Then maybe we can zoom in on this. There's an indigo ball head roller cockbird, red ball head, almond homer cockbird, bottles blue roller. These are James Turner family. Yellow reverse wing hen, young almond homer. We got a ball head blue roller cockbird, barless blue ball head. That's a barless brown roller. All these are James Turner family, and this is what you call a reduced cockbird. So we got a bit of colors over here. Yeah, look at that. Everybody wants to eat the snow. The snow fell off the roof, and everybody likes to eat it. So look, there's a red one over there. It's a red frill stencil that I raised this year. I believe the cockbird. You have too many birds in a group, it's hard to pinpoint. Your typical colors over here, black, homer cockbird. Actually, there's a black homer hen over there. It's a beautiful blue bar homer cockbird. This is a close-up of almond homer, young bird that I raised this year. There's an almond hen that I raised this year. This is an Egyptian swift. Here's a stunner. It's a really rare bird. There's a gristle frill stencil hen. She just flew off. You can see I have posted a few other videos of that gristle frill stencil hen. Yeah, here you go. She comes back again. There you go. It's a beautiful bird. Gristle frill stencil hen. Homer. The Homer cockbird. The black Homer, he carries frill stencil too. This is a unique color Homer that I raised this year. It's a blue opal. Got bronze bars. I never raised one like this before. It's a different shade of blue, but I really like it. And again, like I don't even know which parents threw it, because some of these Homers I use as foster parents for my Indian fantails and powders. So here and there, I let them raise some. So sometimes I don't keep a track of them. And most of the birds I have a good idea, but some of them I forget. There's an Andalusian cockbird. Reversing powders over there. Yellow cockbird, red hen, that's a breeding pair. Here is your the black Lebanon cockbird, black white bar. And this is a blue stripper almond. No, they call it blue stripper almond cockbird. That's one of my favorite colors too, different versions. And that was a yellow Deroy that I said. They both are made it up. Both are from, I always say this year, I forget that we are in 2021, so they are 2020 birds. And that is that's a saddle Homer cockbird. He is a red opal, and he carries barless too. It's one of my nice breeding dormant opal Homer hens. So it's one of the, we call it a black lace saddle with a cockbird. I raised him last year. Last year was 2019, I'm sorry. So this is a crested saddle Homer. I raised her this year. I do have a few of these crested Homers. I like them. Saddle Indian fantails. There's a black saddle cockbird, there's a red saddle cockbird over there. That's a almond Indian fantail hen. You know, some of the almonds, they if you look at her head, she's shaking a little bit. It's a problem of the almond gene. Sometimes you raise some birds, you know, basically they have poor vision, and she's an example of that. But you know, she's one of my good breeder hens. A lot of people ask for the bird, but I don't want to let her go because she has produced me so many nice almonds. And she's a dilute almond too. And she has a good stance, body, all the parts are really nice on her. But her babies don't have any problems. I made her to a kite cockbird. Here's an Andalusian with a bar. Homer is a cockbird. There's one of my black frill stencil Homer hens right over there. That is a almond homer cockpot over there. He's an Ashford almond and he carries brown. You can see three nice colors over here. You have an Andalusian with a bar of black over there. The bird in the middle is a dominant opal. There you go. All three cockpots over there. I'm munching on the snow. We got a few more almonds. Barless, blue barless roller cocktail with white flights. There's this hen over there, there's silver barless. It's still freezing cold over here. My hands are freezing now. Almond and a deer, that will make a good pairing. I might pair up with him and break the other pair up. Here's one of my favorite almond cockles, is a dilute almond. I raised him in, I believe, 2018 or 2019. So you look at that's a stipper almond. He lacks recessive red and kite. So that's what a stipper looks like. And that board over there, it's a classical almond. That's the perfect definition of a classical almond over there. This color will darken more with age, and he carries a dilute too, the dilute almond. Okay, hawk might be coming and everybody's looking up. Here we go. This is it's an Egyptian swift. I have a pair of these guys. Just thought about it and I like their looks, but not really a fan of those breed. Might part ways with them. I got a few of them in different colors. The young almond from this year, the cockpot, and there's a young hen from this year too. Almond is one of my favorite colors. I would say it's my favorite color, but I'm partial to a lot of colors, so I cannot really say. Like, I like blue bars, and a lot of people don't really care for blue bars, but I think blue bars are beautiful. I like blacks, and especially the black and white bars. That's like a really nice, look at that. That's again, that's one of my favorite hens too. It's a frill stencil black hen. I raised for last year, means 2019. If a lot of people ask me about the snow and how do you put a heater, no. I don't even have electric in my coop, you know. Here's a frill stencil cockpot that I raised in 2019. It is a great producer. I'm sorry, I get sidetracked when I see birds flying in. Look at that. It's a barless blue roller cockpot from this year. But yeah, I don't have no electric in my coop. Like these drinkers, like every night I dump the water out, in the morning I put water in, otherwise the water will freeze. I just make sure they have water to drink and food. So other than that, hey, there is no heater, nothing. It's a survival of the fittest. And you know, I've been doing this for several years and they pull through fine. I do lose a few birds here and there, but that's anything, you know, everybody loses birds here and there, but all my birds, you know, I don't baby them, so they are quite strong and healthy. And yeah, I have a lot of questions. I'm gonna answer that out too. People ask like, do you use vitamins? Excuse me. Do you use garlic in the water? No, I don't do any of those stuff. I do is that I vaccinate all my birds for PMV, and I do that once a year, and I worm them. I worm them twice a year. And what I use for worming is I will make cattle drench. I catch each bird and give them 3 drops orally, and after I vaccinate them, as well as after I worm them, the next day I give them probiotics and vitamins in the water. That's the only time that I use vitamins and probiotics. You have seen me feeding all kind of stuff. I feed them greens, like, you know, all the weeds out of my garden. I throw there, they munch on it. I give them peanuts. They really like peanuts as a treat. I give them grit, red pigeon grit, and that's it. I don't do no vitamins or garlic in the water or apple cider vinegar. No, I don't do that. None of those stuff, you know. Just basic stuff, that's about it. No heater in here. This is a young reversing hen that I raised, this a yellow one. It's gonna be a nice one. She's the one in my video earlier when I put a video about powder coat. She's the one in that video. I think that's good for today. My hands are already frozen, so I better call it a day today. Go inside and get warm. I still haven't opened my next other loft. I came over here, opened this one. I was looking at the birds. Like every day morning, that's what I do. Open the loft. Yesterday the video was too short because I had to work. Today I'm off, so on the days that I'm off, I spend as much as time I can with my birds. Check every bird, and that's one of the main thing about pigeon keeping. Like, it's not about putting birds in a coop and here and there give them food and water once a day. Now you gotta pay attention to each of your bird to see if anybody is acting different. Catch them and see what's going on. Like, you know, sometimes your birds might have a small string stuck on their leg, and you know, if you don't pay attention to that in time, they can get a swelling in the leg. Or you could have a bird, like especially powders, they might have sour crop, and if you don't catch that in quite early, you know, you can lose a bird. But if you see the bird with a sour crop and treat it straight away, hey, prevention is better than cure. It's a red frill stencil cockroach that I raised in 2020. Beautiful bird, one of my favorite birds from that year of breeding. I mean, I raised a lot of nice almonds too, so. Yeah, the basic, I would tell anybody, the basic of a pigeon keeping is that paying attention to your birds. The more time you spend with them is better for you and the birds, you know. So relaxing for you, as well as you understand your birds better, and if they have any problems, you can try to, you know, figure out the problems quite fast. Well, I guess that's a wrap for today. Thank you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Have a lot of people, you know, sending me messages, commenting me on my videos, asking me questions. I try to answer as much as I can. You can see that I don't really like to talk during my videos, and also I just whenever I have a chance, try to talk and explain stuff. But two nice birds over there. It's a bald-head cock bird, and that's a hen. It's a bald-head over there. All right, guys. Hope everybody has a safe week and take care.